Imagine extending your growing season, even when the frost bites. What if I told you the secret to thriving plants in cold climates isn't a new high-tech gadget, but an ancient Korean wisdom? Get ready to unlock the power of traditional horticultural methods that will transform your garden's resilience and yield, no matter how harsh your winters are. If you're gardening in zones 3 through 6, you know the heartbreak of watching promising seedlings succumb to unexpected cold snaps or struggling to get started in chilly spring soil. While modern gardeners often reach for expensive heating mats and greenhouse systems, Korean farmers have been solving this exact problem for over 1,000 years, using ingenious methods that work with nature rather than against it. Traditional Korean horticulture developed in a climate not unlike many northern regions of North America. Harsh winters, unpredictable springs, and the constant challenge of maximizing growing seasons in less than ideal conditions. What makes Korean techniques so revolutionary for today's cold climate gardeners is their focus on creating microclimates that support plant development from the ground up. Literally, these methods don't just provide temporary warmth, they fundamentally change how plants interact with their environment to build stronger, more resilient root systems and cellular structures. The transformation you'll experience goes beyond just getting seedlings to survive. You'll witness plants that actually thrive in conditions that would typically stress them. Korean-adapted seedlings develop thicker cell walls, more extensive root systems, and enhanced cold tolerance that persists throughout their entire growing cycle. This means not only earlier harvests but also plants that continue producing well into the fall when other gardens have already succumbed to the first frost. At the heart of Korean cold climate gardening lies the brilliant adaptation of ondol, the traditional underfloor heating system that has kept Korean homes warm for centuries. This concept translates beautifully to plant cultivation, where consistent bottom heat creates the perfect environment for robust root development. Unlike surface heating, which can create temperature fluctuations and actually stress seedlings, the ondol principle provides gentle, consistent warmth exactly where plants need it most. The science behind this approach is fascinating and honestly, surprisingly simple. When soil temperature remains consistently 10 to 15 degrees warmer than air temperature, it triggers what Korean farmers call deep awakening in seeds and seedlings. This isn't just about faster germination, it's about creating conditions that encourage roots to dive deeper and spread wider from the very beginning. Creating your own ondol system doesn't require expensive equipment or complicated installations. The most effective DIY approach uses thermal mass combined with gentle heat sources. Korean farmers traditionally used heated stones or warm compost, but modern adaptations can be as simple as water-filled containers placed beneath seedling trays and connected to aquarium heaters, or even passive solar collection. The key is maintaining consistent temperature rather than high heat. Your goal is soil that feels pleasantly warm to the touch, not hot. One of the most impressive aspects of this system is how it affects plant metabolism. Consistent root zone heating allows plants to uptake nutrients more efficiently, even when air temperatures are cool. This creates seedlings that are not just larger but demonstrably healthier, with deep green foliage and sturdy stems that indicate strong internal cellular development. While the ondol principle provides the foundation, Korean cold climate techniques extend far beyond heating to encompass sophisticated approaches to soil preparation and seed treatment that maximize the benefits of consistent bottom warmth. Traditional Korean soil amendments focus on creating what they term living soil, a growing medium that continues to generate gentle heat through biological activity while providing optimal nutrition for developing plants. The cornerstone of Korean soil mixing is the integration of aged compost with specific ratios of biochar rice hulls and fermented plant materials. This combination creates a soil structure that retains warmth while maintaining excellent drainage, crucial for preventing the root rot that often plagues seedlings in cold, damp conditions. Korean farmers discovered that adding approximately 15 to 20% aged compost to their seed starting mix, combined with 5 to 10% biochar, creates a medium that stays consistently warmer than surrounding air while providing steady nutrition release. Seed priming techniques represent another layer of Korean wisdom that dramatically improves cold weather germination rates. The traditional method involves soaking seeds in water that has been infused with kelp meal and aged compost tea, maintaining this solution at exactly 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit for periods ranging from 6 to 24 hours, depending on seed size. This process doesn't just soften seed coats, it actually begins metabolic processes that give seeds a significant head start once planted. What sets Korean seed priming apart from Western techniques is the addition of what they call strength water, a solution that includes trace amounts of naturally occurring plant hormones derived from fermented willow bark and compost tea. Seeds treated with this solution show remarkable resilience to temperature fluctuations and demonstrate faster, more uniform germination, even under challenging conditions. Light spectrum considerations also play a crucial role in Korean cold climate methods. Traditional Korean seedling areas were designed to capture and concentrate specific wavelengths of natural light that promote stocky, resilient growth, rather than the leggy development often seen in conventional seed-starting setups. By positioning seedlings to receive morning light while being protected from harsh afternoon sun, and supplementing with reflective surfaces to maximize light efficiency, Korean techniques create growing conditions that encourage strong cellular development, even during the darker days of early spring. Building your own Korean-inspired seedling station requires thoughtful planning but, honestly, uses surprisingly accessible materials. The foundation of an effective mini-ondol system starts with creating a thermal mass reservoir beneath your growing area. Traditional setups use water-filled containers. Large plastic storage tubs work excellently, positioned to hold about 2 to 3 gallons of water per square foot of growing space. Heating this thermal mass can be accomplished through several approaches, each with specific advantages depending on your setup and local conditions. Aquarium heaters provide precise temperature control and are designed for continuous operation in water environments. For larger installations, circulating pumps can move heated water through tubing systems that run beneath seedling trays. The growing surface itself requires careful consideration to really maximize the benefits of bottom heating. Korean farmers traditionally used woven bamboo mats that allowed heat transfer while providing air circulation. Modern adaptations work well with expanded metal shelving covered with landscape fabric, creating a surface that permits both heat transfer and drainage. Temperature monitoring becomes, essential for success with Korean methods. The ideal soil temperature range sits between 70 and 78 degrees Fahrenheit, while air temperature can actually be significantly cooler without negatively affecting plant development. Simple soil thermometers inserted into seedling containers provide really accurate readings, though more sophisticated systems can include thermostats that automatically regulate heating elements to maintain those optimal conditions. Troubleshooting common challenges often involves fine-tuning the balance between heat, moisture, and air circulation. The integration of Korean cold climate techniques represents more than just an improvement in seedling success rates. It's really a fundamental shift toward working with natural systems to create more resilient and productive gardens. These methods acknowledge that plants grown under optimal conditions from their earliest stages carry that strength throughout their entire life cycle, resulting in harvests that begin earlier, produce more abundantly, and continue longer into challenging weather conditions. The beauty of Korean adapted techniques lies in their scalability and adaptability to different growing situations. Whether you're starting a few dozen seedlings on a windowsill or managing hundreds in a dedicated growing area, the principles remain constant: consistent bottom heat, properly prepared growing medium, primed seeds, and attention to environmental factors that support strong plant development from germination through transplanting. Success with these methods builds over time as you develop intuition for reading plant responses and adjusting conditions accordingly. The community aspect of these traditional methods shouldn't be overlooked either. Korean farming wisdom emphasizes sharing knowledge and experiences, recognizing that each growing environment presents unique challenges and opportunities. As you experiment with these techniques, document your results and modifications. Your experiences will contribute to the growing body of knowledge helping cold climate gardeners everywhere extend their growing seasons and improve their harvests. Ready to revolutionize your cold climate gardening? Start experimenting with these Korean-inspired techniques and share your results in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the Living Soil Lab for more innovative gardening wisdom that connects traditional knowledge with modern growing success. Hit that notification bell and share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to beat the frost and extend their growing season.